Let's talk about the games happened on November 27th. I think pretty much every team played. On a Wednesday, before Thanksgiving, the first game is the Miami Heat. Beat the Charlotte Hornets 98-94. Tyler Hero goes for 27 points, 6 turnovers, 5 assists, 8 rebounds, and 4 threes. Pretty good game from him. And Terry Rozier has been benched. He has been officially benched. Plays just 25 minutes. I think we're going to hold on to him just for a little bit. But if there's somebody better than him on the waiver wire, I'm trying to think. Let's say like Bilo Coulibaly has been dropped and have Terry Rozier. I'll be more than happy to make the switch. Right, Terry Rozier at some point, he might be really useful again. Maybe take one injury, maybe it takes him to be back in the starting lineup. But him and Tyler Hero, I don't know if it works. Just a lot of skill sets overlap over here. He's still gonna come off the bench. That's still fine. It's the minutes is just not enough, and he was not good. He was minus 14 here, and they won by 4 points. Duncan Robinson, meanwhile, he's starting. He's getting a lot of minutes. Yeah, like for sure, roster him. He's gonna hit a lot of threes. 6 threes here with 22 points. Bam Adebayo with a big game. Actually, not so much. Just not even a triple double. 10 assists is really nice and 2 steals. And Jimmy Butler, for whatever reason, he played 25 minutes only. Did he get hurt or? I don't know if he got hurt. He's probable next game. Really weird game from him. Plays just 25 minutes. And then for the Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo shoot 35 times, takes 23s. This is video game numbers. With LaMelo, you really want to pound field goal and turnovers. I think that should be next year moving forward. If you in category leagues, if you have him, you gotta pound those 2 categories. Or try to. Brandon Miller goes 8 for 19, 21 points. These 2 guys are taking 99% of the usage, and Taj Gibson starts, but Diabate get more minutes. 33 minutes here, 11 rebounds, which is huge, and a steal. If you want rebound blocks, he's the guy. 100%, he'll be super useful. And with Miles Bridges still out, they play this guy, which first time seeing him play 37 minutes. And I'm surprised that Miami Heat only beat them by 4 points. Really, I mean, what kind of talent, do they really have on this team other than LaMelo and Brandon Miller? Taj Gibson was a minus 17 his 10 minutes. Crazy stuff. The next team is Atlanta Hawks beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 135-124. Oh my God, Trae Young goes for 22 assists. Crazy game. Crazy game. Versus Cleveland, and they beat them too. 3 threes, that just makes everything else look. If you have a guy that had 22, I know Alfred Payton also had a game over 20 assists. That was crazy. Now Trae Young gets 22. Enjoy it. That's not really going to happen all that often. Dyson Daniels grabbed 10 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. Still pretty good. But, the steal numbers, 4 steals a game is just not sustainable. Right? 2 is more realistic. Clint Capella, 18 minutes. Didn't really do much other than 9 rebounds. And Jalen Johnson has been playing very, very well. Counting number-wise, very, very good. 7 assists even. And the efficiency has been a lot better. And Zachary played 17 minutes. He's not a must roster. Bogdanovich and DeAndre Hunter came off the bench to get more minutes than him. DeAndre Hunter, if you need points and threes, he give you that. He played 30 minutes off the bench. Same thing with Bogdanovich if you need threes. 3 threes, 17 points. But right now, they are really good stream players. But I think they're not much rosters. If somebody's injured, then yes. For Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell played 36 minutes, 30 points, 7 assists, 2 steals and a block with 4 threes. And Darius Garland, 19 points, 7 assists and 2 threes. I mean, this is a bad loss for the Cavaliers, but 16-1 or 17-1, those are not sustainable. They're gonna start losing some games. Really, Evan Mobley popped off here with 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. Mobley has been very, very good this year. Another big reason is because he's making his free throws. He goes 7 for 10 here, but made it up with his defensive numbers. And one interesting guy is Ty Jerome. He's been coming off the bench and getting a lot of minutes. And on the season, Jerome, guess what? He's a 76 ranked player in just 19 minutes a game. Why? 12 points, 1.73, 4 assists. Those are pretty good numbers in 19 minutes, considering he only played 19. And then he adds 1.4 steals. And then he's shooting 58%. So that makes him an interesting player to stream. I think if there's a back-to-back coming up, for sure, get him. I do think the coach Kenny Atkinson, he really knows how to make the point guard do well, right? It happened to D'Lo a couple years ago. I mean, a lot of credit probably needs to go to him. Darius Garland also is having a good year so far. The next game is the Portland, two teams not known for their defense. Tyrese Halliburton popped off again. He's having a really good week, really good bounce back week. For Portland, Anthony Simons finally has a great game with 30 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 threes, and a steal. Enjoy it. And also, if he play like this for another week or two, definitely try to sell him. And Scoot Henderson, he played 35 minutes. Interesting. Goes 2 for 6 from the free throw line. That is not good. But he also added 9 assists. So they also played the Indiana Pacers. So the guard's gonna put up some numbers. Shaedon Sharp, he's been starting, getting a lot of minutes. Yeah, points and threes. I don't think he offers it much else. DeAndre Ayton is back. That's great. 16 points, 12 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks. So now with him back, well, where's Robert Williams? Did he get hurt, or? I know Donovan Killigan, if he gets 25 minutes a night, he's a must roster. Same thing with Robert Williams. I don't know where Robert Williams went, but if DeAndre Ayton is going to come back, play 33 minutes, there's just not minutes. There's no minutes for the rest of the guys. So maybe hold on to 1 or 2 games and drop, because if Ayton is healthy, there's no value there. Danny Advia, interestingly, got the start with Jeremy Grant out. Sure, for now, if you want to pick him up, or you already have him right with him, but I think when everybody's back, he kind of loses the minutes. He was the one. Of course, if you get 30 minutes, he's a must roster. For the Pacers, minutes are super high across the board. Tyrese Halliburton goes 28 points, 5 threes, 10. Yeah, he's been really good this week. Congrats if you bought low on him. He's playing like a first-round player, at least this week. Quentin Jackson, we don't know who this guy is, but he's been getting a lot of minutes. You could stream him, right? He played 30-plus minutes. Siakam, big game. We play Portland, so 29 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. One of his better games. And Benedict Mathurin continues to pop off with 24 points, right? He's a really good free throw guy. Remember that. 10 rebounds. So let's see what happens with his minutes. I will try to sell high at the moment. But if nobody buys, you just hold. Who knows? Maybe he starts. The next game is the Chicago Bulls lost to Orlando Magic 119-133. Nikola Vucevic finally has a bad game. 8 for 20 from the field. 19 points, 11 rebounds is still very impressive. And 4 assists. Kobe White, because this is a blowout, the minutes is a little bit low across the board. Kobe not so much, just 2 threes, 9 points, not much else. And Josh Giddey had 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks, but only plays 23 minutes. Now that Lonzo Ball is back, right, he was out. Lonzo Ball in his 14 minutes had 4 steals and 2 blocks. I don't think this season we really need to pick up Lonzo Ball. He's just not going to play a lot of minutes, and he's probably going to miss a lot of back-to-backs. There will be games he does something like this, 15 minutes, he pops off, but overall, I don't really see him. He's a really good fantasy player, though, but not this year. Zach LaVine had 10 assists, not much else. Yeah, pretty bad across the board for this team. The Magic, well, Franz Wagner, he just keeps doing it. Even when he has a bad shooting night, he makes it up by going 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. I mean, those are amazing numbers. Let's see what happens when Banchero comes back. It's fine to hold him if you can get a top 20, 30 player back, right? Just hold. Gogo Badaze putting up great numbers, 2 steals and 2 blocks. And very interestingly, they actually play him and Wendell Carter Jr. together. So I guess you could hold on to Gogo Badaze because even when guys coming back, he's still playing. He's starting playing 25 minutes. Wendell Carter Jr., if you need rebounds, you could have him, but they're starting him and Gogo together. What happens when Banchero comes back? Are they going to split the minutes? If Wendell Carter Jr. only plays 24 minutes, he's definitely not a must roster. Unless you need rebounds, you could stream him. Right? KCP has a big game offensively with 24 points. His best game is a Magic. And then Jalen Suggs, 31 points. Yeah, amazing game from him as well. Moving on to the next one. Wow, this one, the Rockets beat the Sixers 120-115. Yeah, the Sixers just keep winning. Sorry, the Sixers keep losing. The Rockets keep winning. Emprung Şengün, very, very impressive game. 6 for 11, 10 for 12 from the free throw line. If he's an 80% free throw shooter, that put him, top 25 category. 14 rebounds, 7 assists. If his field goal improves a little bit more, 2 steals and block, 24, amazing. Jalen Green absolutely went off. I might try to sell high on him. He played 41 minutes with overtime. Obviously had a really good game offensively. And added 4 threes, 13 for 14 from the free throw line, 2 steals and a block. Yes, everything is pretty good here. But Amen Thompson has been taking a lot of minutes. Even Amen Thompson still played 40 minutes here. Amen Thompson is absolutely must roster. I don't know. His upside is like top 20, top 25. 3 steals and 3 blocks in 40 minutes, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. The man is ridiculous, just like his brother, to be honest. They are fantasy beasts. Absolutely must roster. Tari Eason also played 26 minutes. 14 and 7, 2 blocks. Still very, very good. But when you compare to Amen Thompson, obviously, right? Amen Thompson on the season, after all these games, he's just a 93rd ranked player. But no, his main issue is his free throw. He's kind of a bad free throw shooter, but rebound and defensive stats, amazing. And he's a really good field goal guy too. Jabari Smith, you see, he's also in a little bit foul trouble. And Dylan Brooks also got benched a little bit this game because he went 0 for 11. But yeah, Amen Thompson doesn't need 30 minutes every night to be useful. Like 25 is, just like Tari Eason, 25, 26 minutes. These guys get so many defensive stats, you just kind of have to roster them. For the Sixers, they keep losing, and Tyrese Maxey keep chucking away. 39 points, 10 assists, 5 steals is crazy, and 6 threes. Jared McCain, yes, we need to roster him. Another bad game, shooting night from him, but it's fine. Right? We've seen that they've been starting him with Paul George, even when Paul George and Embiid are both healthy. Yabu Suli played 43 minutes. We could stream him as long as Embiid is out. And Andre Drummond, interestingly, played 29 minutes. I think they wanted to go big versus the Rockets. So, sure. When with Embiid out, these 2 guys could be streamed. And Kelly Oubre Jr. played 45 minutes. Yeah. They even playing this guy, Ricky Council, the 4th. The Sixers, they obviously got a little bit unlucky. Not unlucky, I would say. Embiid is always injury prone, but they haven't been healthy this season. I feel like they're gonna be healthy at some point. They're gonna start clicking, and they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be like a 4th seed or 5th seed, right? They're not gonna be this bad. The next game is the Clippers clapped the Wizards 121-96. James Harden, the Wizards are making James Harden looking really good. 43 points, 7 threes. Maybe his best game of the season. Really, really good game from Harden. Chris Dunn, we could stream him for steals. He started only 19 minutes because he had a lot of fouls, but he got 3 steals. That's pretty good. Because this is such a blowout, Zubac only played 23 minutes, but he still got 16 points. And still, Norman Powell is out. So some of the minutes went to, Amir Coffey. I'm not really too interested in him. To be honest, none of the Clipper guys are really that fantasy relevant. Yeah. All right, let's go on to the Wizards. Bilo Coulibaly, he's been playing really, really bad. He was a minus 43. Oh my God, he's 31 minutes. We hold on to him. He's still getting minutes, so That's I think the most important thing. Alex Sarr, he's been playing better and better. 13 points, 2 threes, a steal and a block. He's also a hold. Jordan Poole, another really, really rough game. 1 for 7 with 2 steals. Yeah, he's a hold. He's a roller coaster. And Malcolm Brogdon with 6 assists, 2 steals and block. They're starting Malcolm Brogdon. They're giving him minutes and usage. Sure, try to sell him if you can. I don't know why they're giving him such. They probably should let the young guys run the show a little bit more. But at least he had a good game here. Move on to the next game. The New York Knicks lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Great win for Mavericks. They're still without Luka. Cat, not the best game, 7 for 16, but still a decent game. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 9 for 10. Cat has been really good this year. I don't think we need to say that again. Like everybody already seen. Like he fit in the team pretty good. But I think the lack of blocks is still really the only issue, but everything else is really good. Jalen Brunson, 37 points, really big game. 9 for 10 from the line, right? Fairly efficient, 7 assists, 2 steals. Nice. OG Anunoby, after going just ballistic versus the Nuggets, goes 3 for 15 here. He'll bounce back. And Mikal Bridges had no steals. Meanwhile, Josh Hart, very weird game, only with 2 rebounds and 3 assists, but added 4 steals. I mean, all the Knicks guys, they're all playing very, very well. The starters, at least in fantasy. For the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving, 23 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, and 3 threes, pretty good. Quentin Grimes, I think even with Luka out, he's been starting. If you need threes, he's the guy. Right? He had 4 threes here. Najee Marshall could also be streamed with Clay out. Yeah, Clay is also out. So this Mavericks team, this is actually pretty impressive. They got the win at home. PJ Washington still on 2 blocks. With Luka out, he's get maybe a little bit more usage too. And Derek Lively had a big game. Yeah, I mean, if he gets 29 minutes, I don't think it's a no-brainer. But I think the other center is out here. Daniel Gafford. Is he out? Yeah, I think he's out. That's why he got a few extra minutes. The next game is the Toronto Raptors beat the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't think there's anything to be proud of. Pelicans still without everybody. Well, they got a few guys get back. But Ocha Abaji, amazing game, goes 9 for 10, 24 points. He could not miss. While RJ Barrett had a decent game, I think, offensively. But again, it goes 3 for 7. This is the problem with RJ is, when you have a guy that's goes 3 for 7, let's say for the whole week, let's say he goes 6 for 15 or whatever, that's essentially, that really kills your free throw. That has a big impact on your free throw. It's hard to come back from that. So it's almost like you can't have RJ and still win field goal, but free throws, those are because of the volume, depending on how much free throws your team is shooting. That is a big hit to your team. But counting number-wise, there's no problem. 3 threes, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, amazing. Jacob Poeltl, 2 steals and block, 8 rebounds, still fine. They started this guy, Jacoby Walter. Never heard of this guy, to be honest. And with Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell actually played. So, I don't know. Maybe this guy, Jacoby, is somebody we could stream. He's a good fantasy guy, it seems like. Grabbed 11 rebounds, is a guard, 5 assists and 2 steals. And Scotty Barnes did a bit everything, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. But, my God, his efficiency is horrible. But the Raptors still win. So, it didn't really matter. Wow. They actually got Devontae Murray back. So welcome back. He goes 5 for 17. He's gonna be fine. And CJ goes, 4 threes, 19 points. Just very, very inefficient from both guys here. And they started Brandon Boston Jr., but only played 20 minutes. If you have him, I think we could stream him for another day or another game or two until Brandon Ingram's all the other boys come back. Zion Williamson. Okay, so Elfrid Payton, we know he went off. He still got 27 minutes here, so I think maybe he still has a little bit of value for a week or two. But I think long term, I don't think he's gonna have much minutes. So for now, we could hold him and maybe try to sell him. That's what we should be doing. The next game is the Lakers destroyed the San Antonio Spurs 119-101. Big game for the Lakers. Big win for the Lakers. They got beaten up a little bit last couple of days. Delton Connect. Well, after a rough night, he comes back, goes for 20 points and 4 threes and 8 rebounds. That's pretty good. I would take that. So he's going to be inconsistent. And sometimes they start Cam Reddish. When that happens, he's just not going to get the minutes. Right? He's going to be up and down. But if you want to have him, if you really want threes, sure. Right? And he's efficient, maybe get a bunch of defensive stats. Austin Reeves has been really, really bad. I don't know what it is. Ever since D'Lo got benched, he's also been struggling. Probably a buy low, but I would just be a little bit careful. I don't know why he's doing so much worse. Maybe because Delton Connect is taking a lot of his shots. I'm not sure. AD and LeBron did their thing. LeBron had a triple-double at this age. Very impressive. AD only 19 points, but who cares? This is a very balanced game from Lakers. Right? This is also AD has to battle Wemby inside, so that's understandably right. When Wemby's inside, it's kind of tough to score, especially if he's the help defender. For Wemby, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 threes. He takes so many threes, it's ridiculous. 2 steals and 3 blocks, pretty good. Stephon Castle, he got 29 minutes. I think for now it's still fine to hold him because in category leagues, if you need the assist, you're gonna give him 5 assists, right? It's not that easy to find on the waiver wire. And then he's gonna add you like 14 points, a steal, right? 0.5 blocks, and some rebounds. So I think it's fine to have him. As long as he's getting minutes, I think he's putting up pretty good numbers. CP3 has been falling off a cliff. He still give you assists. That's really it. So if you need assists, yeah, you could roster him. But again, they still don't have Jeremy Sohan, right? This game, Devin Vassell come back, and Trey Jones played 13 minutes, right? I don't know Sohan. I mean, he's a forward, but CP3 is not getting 30 minutes every single night with all the young guys healthy. If anything, right? If he ever gets hurt or whatever, he might be out for a long time. Move on to the next game. We have Brooklyn Nets beat the Suns. That is unexpected, 127-117. And they have a lot of injuries on their own. But how about Ben Simmons? 7 for 8, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal. Yeah, it's fine if you stream Ben Simmons. And it's impressive he played 27 minutes. It's fine you have him, but he's going to be out a lot and he's going to be super inconsistent. If you're pounding points, if you're pounding threes, no problem. If you want to have it, there's no problem. Zion Williams played 24 minutes, also have 4 personal fouls. Dorian Finney-Smith, these guys will stream them, right? Cameron Johnson didn't shoot the ball well, but 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals and blocks is actually very impressive. I'm pretty impressed. And Dennis Schroeder had 4 threes and 29 points. Another big game from Dennis. You have to try to sell him. And who is this guy? Tyrese Martin, out of nowhere, had 30 points and 8 threes. Yeah, I mean, some of these teams, they really just have random guys pop out, play 30 minutes, and play well. So we got to pay attention to this guy if they have a back-to-back. I know Cam Johnson is out, so hey, if he ever gets minutes, sure, maybe we could stream him. For the Phoenix, this looks kind of bad because everybody played. Right? KD went for 30 points, but 7 turnovers, 3 blocks, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. Kevin Durant, who is known for their efficiency, has not had a good season from the free throw line. 82% for the year, which is still good. He doesn't hurt your free throw, but years in the past, he's almost a 90% free throw shooter. Weird stuff. But outside of that, pretty good. Devin Booker, big game, 31 points, 3 threes, 12 for 13 from the line. But his problem is lack of defensive stats. And Tyus Jones had dished out 12 assists. That's pretty good. And Yusuf Nurkic plays just 16. Yeah, I don't think Yusuf Nurkic is a must roster player. Right? They get some of the minutes to Mason Plumlee, and sometimes they go small. Bradley Beal played only 27 minutes, 17 points. Yeah. I don't know what the odds are this game, but I bet that the Suns has got to be at least minus 500, minus 400 type of favorite, maybe even more. The next game, the Jazz lost to Denver. No surprise there. 122. Denver scored. It's just too easy for Jokic. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, is still on the block. This game, his average rebound and assist probably went down, right? He was averaging like 13 rebounds and 12 assists. Christian Braun played 41 minutes. I guess they just really trust him. Must roster, another decent game. He just doesn't hurt you anywhere, right? And he makes threes and grab rebounds and gets you defensive stats. Jamal Murray finally a decent shooting night with 22 points, but he just doesn't get to the line, right? Goes 10 for 18, but only 22 points. 8 assists and 4 steals is really nice, though. Michael Porter Jr. added 19 points and 2 threes. We look at the Jazz. Keontae George, another game where he shoots 30 low, at least it's not low 30s, and hit 5 threes, 24 3 points. Like counting numbers is totally fine. I think he's still struggling a lot, so we'll see if he ever improves this year. Walker Kessler, though, he's really good. It's just so much easier to be a rookie center or a young center to put up better numbers than a point guard, because the point guard got a lot of responsibility. You got to read the game and all that. 12 rebounds, a steal and 3 blocks, even added 5 assists, 8 for 10, all good. Just missed the 2 threes. If Keontae George is on the waiver wire, I would pick him up and just see where it goes. He has all the minutes, right? And they do want to develop him, so he's gonna give you a lot of turnovers and bad field goal. If you can just suffer through it, maybe, just maybe, as the season goes, he improves. The last game is, easy work for Oklahoma City Thunder, 105. Oh, well, actually not easy. They grinded out, low scoring game. Isaiah Hartenstein, yeah. He's a top 25 player, I think. 30 minutes, 5 for 8, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, amazing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. 35 points. Actually, he took 28 shots. That is a lot. Oh, I guess Jalen Williams was hurt, so he was forced to take a lot of shots. Jalen Williams was having such a great season, man. But 5 for 8 from the line before he got hurt. But look at the line in his 16 minutes. If he played 32 minutes, it might be like 28 points, 4 steals and 3 blocks with 10 assists and 12 rebounds. Like, he was on pace to have that type of game. It kind of sucks. If he's out, guys like Cason Wallace, Isaiah Joe, if you could stream it. Cason Wallace had a big game with 6 assists, 2 steals and 3 blocks and 32 minutes. Like, Isaiah Joe and Cason Wallace, if you want threes, you could stream it. And I think they get a bunch of defensive stats too. And for the Warriors, they didn't even have Curry. Pajemski, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Draymond started at the center. Actually, a really big game from Draymond with 14 rebounds, 6 assists, still in 2 blocks. But this Warriors team, I'm just not interested in any of these guys. They're too up and down. The minutes are too inconsistent. Buddy Hield hit 5 threes. I wouldn't even roster Buddy Hield because he just doesn't get minutes. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, Friday maybe. See ya.